forward to getting on with the job.
Stuart Smith, sorry.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Can I take the opportunity to actually congratulate you? I know I did it personally, but I'd like to do it in publicly now on your elevation to Speaker. And I know your encyclopedic knowledge of Speaker's rulings and of the standing orders will hold you in very good stead in that role. So congratulations. I'd like to actually pay tribute to the Minister of Education, and he, like most of us all, understand the value of a good education, and certainly numeracy is very high on that list, and the ability to count to 61 was certainly proved to be failing on the first day in Parliament. But, you know, never mind, those national standards will ensure that students can actually count to 61, so let's hope that continues. So, Mr Speaker, I think some of my colleagues have been very unkind on the new government, calling it, likening it to a three-headed monster and all sorts of things. I don't like that analogy at all. So I actually thought a car analogy is far more apt, and I think the analogy would start with the main party, the Labour larder. Now, the Labour larder is a very old car. It's not fit for purpose, and it's mostly junky, and it comes up with some very strange ideas, and it's then joined ably by the old Trekker truck, which is New Zealand first. The old Trekker truck, made of plastic, also not fit for purpose, unsafe and unreliable. And then, of course, we have the third party, which is a rainbow-coloured, electric-powered 1960s Kombi van with a hazy, smoky substance of unknown substance coming out of it and dropping its principles at every time there is an urgency debate. So that's our government, I think, and good luck to them, but we will be here holding them to account, and we certainly do need to do that. Mr Speaker, I'd have to say my electorate was very disappointed that the speech from the throne didn't mention the ongoing need for support for the Kaikoura Kaikoura rebuild after the earthquake. And I thought that was rather sad, but never mind. We are moving on, and I think it was quite important that $1 billion is being spent on a road and rail rebuild, and we're yet to hear much from that side on that. But it's fantastic work started by the government, ably led by John Key and then Bill English, and it's moving on fantastically well. And I would like to acknowledge Minister Farfoy, who did a great job in opening the new marina. Yes, he does do immigration cases. That's right. We can't forget that. But it's been a fantastic job to rebuild that marina and get it up and running, and just in time for Christmas and the opening of the road. But I'd like to move on to.
The majority is bigger than yours.
Yeah, well, in fact, when we talk about the election, I thought that was phenomenal effort by my colleagues, and I'd like to welcome all my class of 2017 coming into this House. They're fantastic, and particularly the minister from Northland, the member from Northland, who fought a good, strong battle to take the seat from some other member. I don't know who that was, but well done to the member from Northland. It's interesting to see that when you have electorates, and certainly in our party, when you're so dominated by electorate MPs, having that pulse of what's happening on in the yes, high-quality electorate MPs, that's phenomenal compared to these guys over the other side. But never mind. New Zealand First, how many electorates have they got? Well, they had one. Not this time. Never mind. I thought it's really our economic position is such now that our economy is going to keep going strong for some time. The bad impact of a new government.
Timing right?
Yeah. Yes, well, it wasn't. It's a bonus. It's actually a bonus. That's right. They couldn't work out their timing. I guess again those numeracy skills. Timing's numeracy, isn't it? Yes. 60 seconds in a minute, 3,600 seconds in an hour. Yeah, well, we could go on. But look, leaving the economy in such a fine fettle really makes it difficult for them to mess it up in the short term. So we've really just got to hold them to task. They're complaining about a number of questions. I'm still waiting for a number of answers. I know that everybody else is. We're waiting with bated breath. So we look forward to those questions coming through, and we won't accept those answers that really are just trying to push it out further and then generate more questions. So we look forward to holding you guys to account, and we look forward to the next 3 years. Thank you.
Point of order. Mr Speaker, by way of interjection, a few moments ago, the Honourable Ruth Dyson very generously moved an extension of time for my good colleague, the member for Kaikoura. I'd like to second that motion.
Well, I think the member knows that the member has to seek it for himself, and seeing he didn't use his full time anyway, I think it's a bit unreasonable. He dropped about a minute short. Order. And so while I'm on my feet, I would like to ask Mr King, I'm sure he's just sort of sucking on a lolly, but if he could do it less actively, especially when he's in shot, there will be fewer complaints to the Speaker's office. Thank you. The question is that the amendment in the name of the Right Honourable Bill English be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. The contrary, no. No. The noes have it. A party vote is called for. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.